Dice. In Big Trouble in Little China the game, you use action dice to take actions. Think of these dice as representing an action currency. As long as you have available action dice, you may take actions. You declare the action you wish to take and then slot in one or more action dice into the slots on your hero board in order to take that action. Because the action dice are like currency, you can spend more than one on an individual action to get better results. For example, with 3 available action dice, you can take 3 separate combat actions, or you can take 1 combat action with all 3 dice for a much higher chance of scoring a hit on your target. You get the most out of your action dice by taking advantage of the epic slots as much as possible. Skill dice are used when you have to roll a combat, skill, or defense check. For combat and skill check actions, you gain skill dice by spending action dice and from upgrading companion cards. Each action die you allocate toward a combat or skill check will give you 1 skill die to use for your roll. And action dice that are slotted in epic slots give you epic versions of skill dice that have better stats. On more challenging checks, it is a good idea to use more skill dice to get better odds of success. One downside to using too many skill dice in a roll is that anytime you roll 3 demons or more, you trigger bad luck and lose 3 health. Fate dice are very powerful and are meant to give you a boost to your actions, but they come with a risk. After using one of these dice, you have to roll a fate check and potentially trigger a bad effect that can harm you or the other players. You can only use 1 fate die per turn, and it's a good idea to discuss the use of these dice with the other players, since these dice are communal.